Welcome to the new segment on No One Can Know About This, Talkin Lures, where we're going to talk about our favorite lures to catch our favorite fish.
Yeah, maybe give you guys out there some new ideas about how to use some of those old things in the tackle box.
Yeah, open up the old tackle box, they say, and what lures will you find?
You know, just this past week, I was dusting off some old jig bobbers. And you know, I had forgotten about them. I know they've gone out of style.
They're my old favorite. My dad used to use those.
But you just, for my money, you can't beat them for catching sand whippers.
Sand whippers are big fish.
Yeah,
they grow to like 30, 40 pounds easy.
Yeah, their prey naturally bobs and jigs, too. So it's just like...
That's a perfect lure right there.
But you gotta make sure that the crux isn't twisted, because if it is, it won't jig properly.
But it did fall out of style in favor of the skimper-dee-doo.
Exactly.
And the skimper-dee-doo was called that because it used to skimper across the top of the water as you would cast it, and then it would do down.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with a good skimper-dee-doo, but, you know, I just had fun going back to an old jig bobber, and it really it felt nostalgic, you know?
Yeah, I understand that. Well, but you're not going to catch any tupa-tappies with that old lure.
No,
like, that's the thing about the skimper-dee-doo.
The skimper-dee-doo is more versatile. You're gonna catch a wider variety of fishes.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And it's Season 5, Episode 13, and we're going fishing, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's a podcast where now we quit playing Final Fantasy to go fishing.
We've talked a lot over the seasons about feeling like we're on a boat at sea.
Long voyage.
Now let's make that a reality.
Yeah, and instead of a sea, maybe some kind of big hole they dug in Orange County filled with water. But, you know, I think the core of the show will still remain intact, even through this awkward transition phase. You know?
Yes.
Like, it'll still be you and me hanging out.
You know, they say come for the Final Fantasy, stay for something else.
Well, that could be our new come for the Final Fantasy, stay for the fishing.
There you go. We finally found what you need to stay for.
Stay for the professional, in-depth discussion of the sport, you know, the ancient sport.
Angling.
Like, you might not find fishing exciting, but think about that. It is a sport, okay? They compete, and it's ancient.
It's not in the Olympics.
What other ancient sports do we still play? I mean, ball throw is still in the Olympics.
Well, it's as ancient of a sport as hunting is.
I mean, the two greatest sports, for my money.
They're not always classified as sports.
Oh, but they're sports, Jeff.
Okay.
It's
what we're
going
to be doing is sport fishing.
Yeah.
We're not going to be going out for actual hunting purposes.
No, this isn't to survive, but it is to keep in touch with our roots as hunter-gatherers.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, the save file got corrupted. I don't know what to tell you.
And we're doing something else now.
Yeah, we're going fishing.
We're in control of our own destinies.
So get in the fucking car, everybody. We're going fishing.
This is exciting.
We're actually going fishing.
We're actually going to do something.
We're going to go do a thing. So yeah, we found a man-made lake not far from me that will allow people to go fishing on it. All right, so I'm going to try to put in like Santa Ana River Lakes.
Yeah, I think they like lease it from Orange County or something.
Yeah, I think it's like the Orange County Water Department that owns it.
It's literally just like a hole they dug to hold water.
And it's great.
It's pretty nice.
It's going to be a 48-minute drive. We should get there a little before noon. Catch ourselves some dinner. But yeah, you were saying we should pack a lunch, but I don't think we're going to need to. We're going to catch it. Yeah, we've talked about this for a long time. Now it's time to actually do it. Oh, man. What a better feeling this is. The idea of, like, the day we're about to experience than sitting down and trying to grind up to where we were. At this point, anything different would be great. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to incur a certain amount of forever shit by not finishing that game. And I don't care.
I don't know. I don't want to set out to have a bad time anymore.
Well, that's the thing where that's the thing. I don't care in this case.
You can't live for other people.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
You can, I guess, but
you definitely can. Maybe you should.
That's what they say makes life worthwhile. Right?
Yeah, it is.
A fishing podcast would probably be pretty great.
I think it would.
Well, no nibbles today. Just like the calmest.
Yeah, I mean, Is that not just like a better podcast than the one that we've been doing? Maybe?
No, it wouldn't be. Fishing is disgusting. The smells.
Sounds more enjoyable.
It'd be like
to
an
make.
anti-anxiety podcast.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you seriously think the fishing won't get boring?
So we make it up to the reservoir lake.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're basically here. I think the lake is on our right.
Yeah, this looks like...
Fishing. I see the sign.
It's nice. It's like got a bunch of signs about fish and pictures of people who have caught fish.
Santa Ana River Lakes.
Here we go.
They stock it every week with the biggest fish in California. They say the biggest fish in California are caught on our lakes. We also stock it every week with the specific fish.
To survive.
Look at this nice lake.
This is great. This is lovely.
Look at that.
Look at this little
Is that like a
pool.
little pond for kid fishing?
Maybe.
So yeah, at Santa Ana River Lakes, you can have day or night fishing with no license required. It's open 6 days a week, or not anymore, at least as
Not
of
right now,
March 16th.
but hopefully soon.
It's closed on Thursdays for stocking fish.
Mm-hmm. They have a tackle shop that has some basic amenities,
Yep.
snacks and things for the day, and it also has bait. You can rent gear there, and you can also rent boats.
You can rent boats both with a motor or no motor.
The day is split up into 2 sessions, though. There's the daytime fishing and the nighttime
Right.
fishing. So you want to plan your trip to get there either early when they open, so you can maximize your catching time,
Day fishing ends at 4 p.m.
or you could just go there in the afternoon and start at the night fishing.
Boat rental availability is first come, first served, but most people are going to fish from the side of the lake because that's apparently where all the fish are.
The big thing there is trout that they stock in this lake, and there's some pretty big ones in there.
They got trout, they got catfish, they got tilapia, they got etc.
But even if you've never been fishing before, you can just roll up, tell them you want to pull, and they'll set you up. They're real nice folks.
No exiting or re-entering the lakes without paying entrance fees. Have we had enough? And there's no pets.
No, this is important.
There's no animals allowed on the property.
Okay. Well, I guess we gotta take Haley back. What?
We just drove all the way out here.
I know.
So it wouldn't be this season without a little backtracking. Mm-hmm. We leave and come back another day without Haley. Fishing this way. The most fished lakes around.
I think there's definitely more people here today.
All these birds that Haley would have freaked out about.
Yeah. Stocked heavy each week.
Are we only allowed to catch 5?
Yeah, 5 fish limit per person.
Are we
That's
allowed?
plenty.
Are we allowed to keep them?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, pro tip for fishermen, they let you keep the fish in this circumstance.
There's the limit. That's how many you're allowed to take.
Right. You're up to that limit.
They call it catch and release when you don't take them. So you could keep
5
fishing
fish
after
limit.
5, but you got to throw them back.
Hey, how's it going? We're going to get some rods and a rowboat and head on out for some fishing.
You gotta pay for enter here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably till 4. All right, shit. Got some rods. We're going to get a pontoon boat.
Yeah.
We're going fishing, dude.
We are going fishing.
We're really doing it.
The amount we talked about this like over a year ago when we were actually at a lake.
I know. We're outside, man. It's a beautiful day.
It is. It's really nice.
It's like real good shorts weather. It's what, like 70 degrees right now?
Yeah.
Going out in a covered pontoon because there was no sunscreen.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, shit. Okay. One thing that's great about California is apparently there's not really boating licenses either, because we're allowed to rent a motorboat and just take it out.
Yeah, it's also the slowest motorboat
Its
conceivable.
top speed was 3
Maybe,
miles
yeah.
per hour at probably less.
It was the junkiest pontoon I've ever seen in my life. They've got like a fleet of these boats that are made out of trash.
We got ourselves a boat, man.
We're gonna get out of here.
I think this is the fastest I can go. What kind of bait did you get?
Power bait. Garlic.
It's a powder?
Power.
No,
like
but
goop.
it's a powder?
No, it's goop.
It's goop.
You like ball it up
And then you put it on the end of the...
on the end of the hook, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, power bait is a real miracle.
Yeah, it comes in a form that's almost like Play-Doh, you know, and you kind of like ball it up, and you can hide the end of the hook very easily.
I had never heard of such
Usually
a thing.
comes
I thought
with
you
a
had to
powerful
put a worm on
scent.
the end of your fishing
I don't
hook.
know. There's a whole wide world of lures out there. All kinds of things you could use. Yeah, this is lovely. I love how crappy this boat is.
This boat is the world's crappiest boat, and I love it.
This anchor is great.
Oh yeah, it's just a cinder block
Just
on a rope.
cement block, yeah.
I also got a 13-part NES FF2 playthrough up on my phone that I guess we'll watch the last 1 or 2 parts of.
Why? Why would you pull up something like that? And
To give some kind of closure to
That's
the people.
true.
I don't know.
it's
I shouldn't have brought this infection with me on the boat.
We came here to escape. Where are we going?
I was just gonna go another few hundred feet into the middle and drop anchor or something. Look at these pelicans and shit. This is a nice little man-made reservoir.
Instead of being out in nature, we're kind of in like a weird industrial like hole. Like there's piles of like gravel over there.
Yeah. Where are we gonna put the fish if we do catch one? Just on the floor of the boat?
Yeah.
Let them bake in the sun? Something tells me we're not gonna catch that many fish.
Well, I haven't killed a fish in a long time.
It's not gonna feel good. You gotta beat it over the head.
Yeah.
And then it flops around like it's still alive, and you're like, are you dead? And then we'll gut it and have dinner. Man, this is so nice being on a lake. I'm really glad we went for the pontoon boat, because it's just nice to be on that rocking water, you know? Post up anchor soon, otherwise it's going to take us an hour and a half to drive back.
Yeah, let's do it here.
I turned it off. You're going to drop anchor?
Yeah.
Throw out that line. There you go. Hell yeah. Oh, there's 2 anchors? Cool. Oh, yeah. All these people on the shore think we're a bunch of noobs. We are.
This isn't even an activity I'm sure that we like. This is just one that we decided we could do.
So we dip the hook in the goo.
No, like this.
The cute little hooks. Are you ready to kill today?
Just kind of grab some of it. This.
Oh, it's like
clay. Yeah.
Okay. One thing I love about this power bait is that it's garlic power bait. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to be casting garlic.
Oh.
Which we never did in the game.
We didn't get to do it in the game.
And so we're going to be casting garlic
But also,
3.
who doesn't love the pungent odor of garlic all over their fingers? You know?
We got a garlic lure.
Set it on this bench, maybe?
Let's see if they can catch this audio. Fuck yeah, I'm fishing, people.
I'm not sure I know how to use this kind of rod.
Okay, so this is open, and then you hold it with your finger.
Right, okay.
And then just like let go of your finger as you throw it, and then close it, and you can reel it in. You didn't let go of it somehow. It got stuck on the end. Maybe give it a little bit of slack right now.
So the general strategy with casting is that normally, like, the line is held so it can only be reeled in. It's not just the fish isn't going to be able to run away with it. But you flip a lever that allows you to then throw the line out. Or a lever, whichever you prefer. And then you flip it back to locked once it's out.
And then you can reel it in. And this is how a fishing rod works.
But you're also going to want to make sure that spool, the thing that holds the line, is on the right side. Because on some rods, it'll be up above your hand, and on some, it'll be hanging down underneath the rod.
Right.
And it's not going to work right unless
you're holding it the wrong way.
You got to hold it the right way.
You're bad at these kind of mini games too, of like, release it at the right moment. Yeah, well,
Whatever.
you're really bad at that mini game. It's okay. These do sink, huh?
Yeah, they got sinkers.
Do you want to watch me do it?
No, I've done it before. I know how it works. This rod is also just a little hinky. Like, it doesn't want to...
Pinky rod. Dude, I'm fishing. I'm lightly moving the rod around and there's a lure in the water. I could do this for many hours, whereas I could not do any more FF2 for many hours.
Yeah, there's no terrible music playing constantly.
Still got some garlic bait on there.
Maybe I'll just let it sink all the way to the bottom.
I'm just gonna hold it there for a minute.
See, when you're fishing, you gotta think like a fish. So you gotta think like, would I hang out
Where do I
just
hang
like in the
out?
middle of water where every direction I look, it looks the same? Maybe I'd prefer to be on the bottom so I can at least know which way is down, and like hang out around some logs maybe. I think there's supposed to be catfishing here, which I think would kind of be the ideal fish to catch, because we could fry up some catfish. That would be fucking great.
There's also like trout and shit, right?
There's a lot of trout. Yeah, I think trout is the main thing. That's what all the pictures were.
Yeah, what the fuck, man? So in order to give you guys all a little closure on this season, I figure let's watch a YouTube video of a Let's Play so we can at least describe and know what happens at the end of Final Fantasy II.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't take this in very well.
You wanted to hear this while we were here.
Oh. Okay, I think I'm at the bottom.
You got something?
No, I'm at the bottom.
Oh.
I just let it sink all the way. It'd be just off bottom. Because I don't know much about fish. Like, they like to hang out near structures, right? Like, they're probably not just, like, in the very middle of the water,
Right. So I'm trying to get a sense of where this guy's at in part 12 of 13.
Well, we were about to go to, I don't know, the Magic City? I don't remember what it was called. The overworld theme is pretty good in this one.
It's it's like the one good part of the game.
I hate this music so much. Oh, God. I mean, because you listen to it for so long.
I
Every
know.
fight is like 10 minutes long. Nice.
Wow.
Fish love that. We had Layla, right?
Yeah.
That looks like they're going the right way.
Yeah, I think in fact this is exactly where we were. There's so much grinding in this fucking YouTube video, it's nuts.
Well, that's how you have to beat it.
I know. I just mean...
Well, I wonder if this guy isn't using the exploit, then this playthrough is going to be fucking
Oh, that's a
long.
good point.
Oh, my back. I gotta stand up more. I gotta start exercising.
I should legitimately do this fishing thing more often, or at least like once a month, because like I am feeling like tension melting away just being on the water.
Yeah, no, that's because I've been watching all these YouTube videos where they're fishing and stuff, and I'm like, that just seems like a good hobby.
You want to talk lures? What have you learned about lures?
Well, I do know that, what we're using, this like power bait, I don't think you have to move it, whereas the spinners, you gotta reel them, because they don't work.
Oh,
Otherwise,
so I
'cause
shouldn't be spinning this.
You can, like, slowly moving it if you're not getting hits, but it's not required, like the spinner you gotta reel, or it doesn't work at all. Because they just see, it's more of a visual thing, whereas this just, like, smells. Stinks.
It stinks like garlic, though.
Stink bait.
When are fish getting the taste for garlic?
I think that it probably, they just can smell things that are, like, they're like, that's like an organic, stinky,
Do you think I need more bait? Like, is this too small of a ball?
I don't think so, because you want it to be small enough that it covers the hook, but you don't want it to be so big that they can bite on it without getting the hook. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That makes sense.
You gotta think like a fish, You gotta be like, I'm a fish. It's always cold and dark, but I like it that way.
This guy's using Fire 1 on things. Is that because it hasn't leveled up? Or maybe he's got a new character with it or something.
Yeah, it's probably that he taught it to somebody who just
I'm
has
gonna go to
it.
the other side of the boat and try a reel.
All right.
Really the perfect weather for this.
Yeah. Fabulous.
The fish aren't really biting, but we're feeling reflective,
Yeah, I had cast maybe on my sixth or seventh cast here.
I mean, how much are we really going to get out of playing any more Final Fantasies at all?
I don't know. I don't even fucking...
I say just fuck it, let's do a fishing podcast.
That's what we're doing right now. I like it better already.
It's enjoyable.
We just spent like a year and a half talking about Final Fantasy VII.
I know.
Which is a good game.
But that's the thing, it's like now they're going to be worse.
Just a game.
They're going to be worse from,
But even if they were better, it's just a game. doesn't...
I know.
It's like... Somehow my butt got wet.
That'll happen on a boat.
It's all...
I know, I don't know where it came from. Or maybe the bottom of your feet touched your ass.
Rope. I was sitting on this rope.
The rope might be wet. Yeah, we never got the airship. We never met lions. We never got the ultimate weapon, the Excalibur and shit. And I'm gonna leave it as a thing I never did, that I'm just okay with. There's a lot of things I never did that I'm okay with.
Yeah, I mean, if this podcast was, Final Fantasy was a way to, like, indirectly inspect my life, maybe I'm just feeling a little more direct now. Maybe I don't need to hide behind a fucking video game.
I mean, I feel like I've grown so much since Season 1, because in Season 1 I was unwilling to miss a chest, and now I'm like, whatever, we missed the whole last, quarter of the game. You know, the power bait's just not really working out for me right now.
Yeah, I wasn't having much luck with it either. What we should have done, that I know now from experience, is we should have brought a few things out. Because if you're not getting hits on one bait, you might want to try a different one.
Switch it up.
Because, the fish, what I've learned is that they're in different moods every day, too. So, the power bait might work one day. Next day, they might be like, you know what? I feel like eating worms today.
Fish are fickle.
And, and they can be spoiled, too. These stocked fish, they've been fed their whole lives. Because part of why we started it was like, why do we feel compelled to do this activity that's objectively unenjoyable?
Right. And I think we figured it out. And I don't need to explore it anymore.
I think I just got over... Yeah, I don't know. I still don't know why I felt compelled to do, Fight Yzmad. Other than that I had heard it was crazy and difficult.
Right. Are we reaching that place where it's like, why climb Everest? Because it's there, and it's like, well, that's a pretty shitty reason to go through all that effort.
I mean, as human beings, when we talk about growth, really what we're saying is that, every time we grew, it's like, oh, that breakup was really hard, but then I learned to be like, but fuck it, and just, not think about it and do something else.
It's all, growth is learning how to say, but fuck it.
How to just say fuck it, but be okay.
It kind of reminds me of my favorite quote, which I learned through the TV show Kantaro, the sweet-toothed salaryman.
Love that show.
Which they attribute to Sigmund Freud, which is, and I might get this slightly wrong, but it's true maturity is the ability to accept ambiguity.
I like that, yeah, because it's like something's ambiguous or it doesn't fit your worldview and you throw in a fit, but then you get older and you just say, fuck it, I cannot keep fighting this ambiguous thing anymore. This line has a knot in it. We spend most of our time with all of your blinds shut in the dark, staring at a TV.
Look at you, you're in the sun.
I know.
The sun is touching your skin.
Yes, I keep forgetting that. Should let it... Ow, shit. Caught yourself? Ow!
I'm okay. I just got a little garlic in my finger.
Well, it's like an antibacterial, right?
Garlic?
Yeah, to some extent.
Oh, I've heard that.
Garlic and brass, right?
I love that they put glitter in this garlic.
Yeah, I think that's to make it more
shiny,
visually enticing, yeah.
Yeah, now I got glitter all over my fingers.
I got glitter on me fingers.
That's another thing that gives the power bait its power, is the glitter that it's stuck within. They've really done a lot of research and work over there at the power bait company, because they know that fish are not just going on smell, but it's got to look enticing too. So they've put a lot, I think, into the color and the reflectiveness. Power it up. You got something?
No, we're just
under the boat,
drifting over where I cast. I think we're moving quite a bit.
Look at all this glitter on my fingers. Wow, you really got in there.
They're fighting a blue slime. I don't know what that is.
Can we watch YouTube videos on double speed? Better. So who's he talking to? The doppelganger isn't moving. Now's your chance. You give him the black mask. It's placed on the doppelganger and he moves.
That's what the black mask is for.
And then you go in here. It just lets you into a next level of this fucking... Look at this nightmare dungeon. Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty glad we're not doing that right now.
I'm very glad we're not doing that right now. This is so much better of an activity, even just to have it on. What if Season 6 we just go fishing, but then, watch a playthrough of the game?
Yeah. Or we could just move out of the city and just be fishermen.
I just feel so relaxed.
Go somewhere else and start all over.
Your idea from Season 1 may be where we need to take the show.
We want to bring in the anchor and move a little further out?
The pearl lamps. Yeah, let's do it. Reel them in. So yeah, having drifted a bit and having not caught any fish, we pull anchor and start heading a little bit further into the middle of the lake.
Well, that's another strategy. If the fish aren't biting, you should try somewhere else.
So this is specifically trout bait.
Looks like it.
So I don't think we're going to be catching any catfish.
I bet other fish eat it too.
Probably. Somebody does. Wait, this guy just picked something up in the dungeon. Oh no, that was a trap room.
Goodbye, trap room.
Fucking trap rooms.
Everything you try.
Everything you do fails. Everybody's dying. Everybody's parents are dead. He's going down another level in this dungeon. Wow, basement 3. Fuck off. These fights are making me mad to look at with all these ghasts and wraiths and revenants and shit.
I'd be curious to see if they keep that dialogue thing in the third one, but I'm not curious enough to. I just don't want.
I don't want to play FF3.
Me neither.
Being on this lake is like, why FF at all?
Yeah, why not actually just live a life?
That could be a podcast. Life living.
Or it could just be a thing you do for yourself.
You mean you don't have to record it even?
No.
God, that kind of sounds nice. Not recording anything and not editing anything and not playing a video game and just kind of like living. It sounds positive.
I mean, I could
in
move
this moment.
somewhere cheaper and get a job at Barnes & Noble or something, make more money than I do now, and go fishing every weekend.
No! That's the wrong path! You never make manager. It's a dead end to nowhere. Barnes & Noble is not on the way up.
It feels like a joke, but maybe we should consider it.
Oh, I've been thinking about it a lot lately, of like, get an actual job.
You mean give up on the dream of a podcast as a job?
I don't know, man. Just thinking about it though, being like, if I had stayed at that Starbucks, I would be manager. And like,
Yeah.
At the time, I was so ungrateful for it. I was like, fuck this. This isn't what I was supposed to do with my life. And then I quit. But like, it was a way better thing than I thought. And I can remember at the time our current manager was like, we were all new, and he was like, look everybody, this is a good job. Like, there's a lot of shit out there that's way worse than this. And I didn't believe him really.
And then you played Final Fantasy II.
Oh yeah, and then I went on to a series of worse and worse jobs.
I'm dropping anchor.
Yeah, I'll drop one over here.
He's still in this fucking cave. It's so big, this cave. Yeah, let it. Oh boy. It's like a scene from Deadliest Catch.
Yeah.
Get your leg out of the line! Chips. But his heel is still level 1, dude. Like,
How is he here?
we only got healed to level 1. It's about to level up for him, it looks like.
I thought
His spells are on par with where we were at. It's his HP that's way fucking high.
Oh, okay.
Look, guys, are we here to fish or not?
Well, one thing that I've been reflecting on this a lot is, like, we weren't taking into account you can spook the fish, And we were up here, first of all, spooking them with the music.
Right.
So we were being real spooky on the boat. But then also, I'm learning, I think fishing takes concentration. If you're not, like, giving it your all,
You're not
going to be able to trick a fish.
We were distracted.
Yeah.
You got to be able to trick a fish. 3 of his 4 people are petrified. I'd be losing my shit if I were controlling that fight. He survived.
I think the move is to kind of let it sink and then just wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, is just letting it live.
Oh, I lost my bait.
You lost your bait? Hey, they got cock tricks. Remember cock tricks?
I remember cock tricks.
And after like hours of that cave, which it was going to take us like 15 fucking hours to get to, he's now back on the boat going back to Town 1. I'm going to bring this back to normal play speed so that I can read whatever story might come up.
Saw a couple fish jump.
You did?
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, my new theory is they're at the top to get bugs, so I gotta just reel in quickly to keep the bait at the surface.
Even though I'm not wearing sunscreen, I feel like I'm getting the right amount of sun. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna burn, but I'm totally getting that D. You're just gonna want all that VD that the sun gives. Whoa, okay, so when you go into the Mysidia Tower, check out what happens. Like, you get, like, taken over by big waves as you enter the cove.
Oh, that's cool.
And then you get taken to some weird dungeon?
I mean,
Where's Layla?
that would have been neat, I guess.
Layla's gone. And now you're in some weird, like, lava dungeon?
Oh, they do this shit again?
Mm-hmm, where you gotta run through the fire.
I can't hear that noise right now. I'm just fishing over here.
Yeah, fish over there. Maybe it's FF2 that are scaring the fish away.
No, not a bite.
You thought you had something?
Hey, there's just a little resistance.
Whenever there's a little bit of resistance, I'm like, ooh, what do we have? Yeah, sometimes you think you got a nibble, but then it's just the current or something.
And that's really what experience brings,
right?
You
know the difference between when a fish is on the hook and when it's just like the water moving.
When you're holding that line between your fingertips, you can feel the fish's lips as it comes up and starts to, you know,
nibble away,
just kind of purse its lips and just get a little feel
of that power.
And then you got to know what it's like once you're in the mouth through your fingers,
and then you hook them.
You yank. I kind of thought I had a couple nibbles earlier, but it was hard to tell.
Yeah, it's usually it feels like could be the current. That's me punching the top of the pontoon. The fuck are the electrofish doing in this lava cave? And also, are they in the tower, or do they still have to do the tower after this shit?
I have a feeling that's probably the tower. Like you get washed into the.
You get washed into the top of the tower.
Like you wash up in the. I guess I don't know.
No one can know about this. A podcast where we don't do a podcast anymore. We just go fishing on our own and live.
Yeah. No one has any way to find out about this.
No one has any way to find out about this. That should be our next project. Oh, this says, who are you? How do you think you know about such things? Oh, because you okay, so right now they're like saying shit to whoever's in here, stuff like Ultima, Akume, and all that weird shit we learned. Now this person's like, I've been to Mysidia, and then you give them the Christ rod, and then now they're going, oh, you came for Ultima? There's a way out of here, but a beast blocks the exit. I shall help you. Ah, where are my manners? My name is Richard of the Dragoon clan.
Oh, so
a dragoon? Oh, I wonder if he knows what's happened to his people.
Yeah.
Richard joined. So he's got Richard, who's got some pretty good equipment. You're getting really good at casting.
I mean, I've done this before. Like, it's not my first time using a rod like this. But thank you. Holding it the right way helps a lot.
I love that people are shooting off bottle rockets. So my move right now is I cast it, and then I let it sink at that point for a while. And then I reel it in, and there's no fish.
My move at the time was I was now starting to let it just drop off the side of the boat and sink there, because I noticed there was a lot of drift from where I cast it to.
And they probably hang out at the bottom.
But then I reel it in, and there's no fish, too.
He's in a fight with 4 red souls.
Oh, what a nightmare. He could be fishing, doesn't he?
Doesn't he know that he could be fishing?
Bait again.
Your bait's gone again?
Yeah.
Are you maybe casting too hard?
Maybe
and
I'm not getting
flung
it
off? Because there's your bait.
Where?
Look, in the water. It just floated to the surface.
Yeah, it's fallen off. I gotta put it on better. That is something you gotta watch out for when you're using a dough type bait. Is if you don't have it on, if you don't have it on the hook well enough, when you cast it out, it can fly right off of there, and then you won't even know. Because the hook will be out underwater where you can't see.
You can't see the hook?
You can't see. That's the other thing about fishing is you can't see the bottom, usually. So you don't know what's down there.
You would have been so mad when Richard joined the party with 500 HP and 5 MP.
Dude, why? I'm mad about it now.
Oh, dude, there's like a... Hang on. Let me see that.
Come on, fish.
Look at this. There's a boat underneath here, and then there's a worm that blocks the passage of the boat. And now you fight a big worm.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Oh. Fishing. More like waiting, am I right? It's an old fishing joke.
It is an old fishing joke. I even knew it. Whoa, there's a fish that just jumped over there.
Yeah, that's around where I saw the other one, too.
That's also around where my bait is. Come on, buddy. Go find that bait. Smell that garlic. But what if the problem is these are like vampire fish? They don't like the garlic. Wait,
You get something?
I thought I got a nibble, but I don't think I caught him.
That's around where I thought I was getting nibbles, too. So my phone runs out of battery, so we switch the YouTube video over to Ryan's phone. So I just give up my phone.
Turn that way down.
Yeah, I don't want to look at this.
He doesn't want anything to do with it, so I'm gonna watch it.
You can watch it if you want. I'm here to not do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but yeah, don't you worry about it. So we continue to fish for a little while, but they're not biting.
Are we about to move spots? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But you know, even if the fish aren't biting, the sport is still its own reward. Just knowing you're participating in a sport, you know?
Rather than a game?
Yeah.
Wow, this dungeon is the maziest dungeon I've ever seen.
I don't need to see it, man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You don't. There's no reason for you to see it. Still feel obligated to. So there's still the last bit of me that feels obligated to do this is on display.
What
We're
happens
gonna
at the
do it
end is you
voiceover.
beat the final boss and the game is over. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, you're right. Like, what am I even... Why am I watching this?
Because we failed, and it feels bad.
But you know what else is true? That's true of every single Final Fantasy game. You know what happens at the end? You beat the final boss and then you win.
I know.
So why do we do it?
I don't know anymore.
Now they're fighting proper Maroboros.
Nice. Fuck.
Alright, so you see where the School of Ducks is?
Yeah.
I'm thinking we post up there.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the ducks know something we don't.
Well, and beyond that, you know how the ducks, when they eat, they like quack, 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 quack with their mouths in the water, and then like they drop things, and they've got stuff on their feet too. So it's really like a whole ecosystem beneath the ducks could be.
Where the fish live.
If possible.
Killing the engine. Dropping the eggs. Need some bait?
Yeah.
Here. Thanks. Welcome to our new segment, Handing Ryan Bait. Couldn't hear something like that when we were playing Final Fantasy. Okay. Is that a Titan, I guess?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Just keep the bait right where I can see it.
Watch the fish come up and bite it.
That would be pretty sweet, though.
That would be fucking sweet.
I mean, it's not like it was working better down lower, so...
God, there's more fucking dungeon.
Of course there is, man. I don't know why you're doing this to yourself right now. I don't really get it.
I don't have a good answer for you.
Like, after this, he's gonna beat a boss, and he's gonna get some item for it, and he's gonna go back and talk to the queen, and then he's gonna go to another dungeon, and it's gonna be even bigger and mazier, and then there's gonna be another boss.
He just went to get a black robe out of a box, and now he's fighting a dragon. Pretty cool dragon design. As cool of a design as this fucking lake, though.
This is God's design.
This handmade reservoir.
No, it definitely has the vibe of a bulldozer's dug out a pit.
And then they filled it with
like,
water.
There's like a ramp over there that they drove out of.
Yeah.
But you know, what I've learned is you don't want to discount a body of water just because of how it looks above.
Yeah, you know, they say don't judge a book by a cover. Don't judge a lake by its surface.
Yeah, because the fish don't even see that.
They're below.
They don't know it's an ugly lake.
That's the ramp that they drop all the fake fish in.
Man, that pelican just like...
Swooped.
Well, he was just like, you know, an inch above the water for like 15 feet, and then he just kind of skied down. Just looked like a lot of fun to be a pelican.
I wish I was a bird. Alright, he's back in that town that we took over.
I guess the only downside to being a pelican is it can't feel that good to swallow a whole fish like that. You know? But who knows, maybe it feels great.
They might really get into it.
Yeah.
Something about when the whirlwind came, almost everybody died.
That's gotta be that tornado on the map.
Yeah. The Emperor conjured a whirlwind. It's coming right for us, says Hilda. The Emperor is hiding within the eye of the whirlwind. Even though we now have Ultima, it's still hopeless. We'll be swallowed by the whirlwind before we can use it. It could be impossible to enter, but we could fly.
Ugh. I'm just trying to stare at this water. Think about my life.
Oh, so he's going to the Hall of Mirrors now. It's a shiny mirror. Through a mirror, an image of an egg appears and hatches into Haru. A Haru is back.
Oh, okay.
New
Well,
Haru.
you know, I'm happy about that.
The Harus are reborn. The Dragoon and the Haru are together at last.
Well, that's a happy story.
Did he join us? I don't think you go through the mirror, you just get the Haru. Oh, you gotta fly into the whirlwind in the Haru. Like, he, flies you into the tornado rather than, you fly into it with the airship.
Got it.
And guess what? It's a dungeon.
What isn't a dungeon?
Not a lot. Skipping forward, and then he dungeons, and he dungeons. I'm starting to move away from
Alright, I don't need the play-by-play, man.
I'm just
trying to fish. Cast and reel, cast and reel, cast and reel. Amazing how hypnotizing this activity is. Now, right now, because you're watching the video, you just have your line in the water.
leaving it to soak.
Yeah, and I'm casting more.
Yeah.
And I know this is an age-old debate among anglers.
We're gonna have to figure out for ourselves what's better, casting more casts or letting it sit.
And luckily, there's going to be plenty of episodes in the future where we can hash this out and we'll get a final answer. I'm pretty bored, but I don't mind. I'm not aggravated.
Okay, they're fighting the Emperor, but he keeps throwing corpses at him. Emperor, so it seems I had yet to understand some bullshit.
I thought we came out here to get away from this. I don't really understand why the fuck I just listened to Final Fantasy II all day.
Oh yeah, at this point we had been fishing for 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, we're nearing the end of our session. Be totally honest with you.
I'll turn it down further, but you're right. I don't know why I'm doing this to us.
We still haven't caught a fish. I'm over it. Get the sun on the water.
It's really beautiful.
Do you think these people out here give a fuck what Final Fantasy Twitter thinks?
They automatically return to Finn. Hey, thank you. Peace is returned. And this guy comes up. Emergency, the Dark Knight has taken over and become the new Emperor.
Lions, Dark Knight.
Yeah, there's more. The Dark Knight, he was Lions all along. I can't believe this. Lions, I completely forgot about him. That's a funny joke.
That is funny.
So Lions is the ultimate bad guy. The Emperor had to be controlling him with the black magic.
Oh, I bet you unbrainwash him.
Yes, that could be true. He should be in Paramikia Castle right now. See what you can do. And I'd be like, I don't want to go back to Paramikia Castle. Sid's dead. That was Sid's will. Don't you get it? He's dead. He decided to give you guys the airship. He knew when he knew he was going to die.
I could have sworn I just had a nibble, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, so they got the airship now, because you can just have it now. Oh, and you go to that castle on the top of that mountain.
That's where the Emperor lives, huh?
That's where the Dark Knight is now.
Right.
Just scanning through, and I'm like, this dungeon would have broken me. Luckily, I can't get that mad while I'm standing here in this beautiful spot.
You could be not mad at all if you weren't watching it. We've got, 15 minutes left of fishing? You're watching Final Fantasy II?
Yeah. The funny thing to me about this is that I'm, determined to at least see what the end is. And you're like, just let go.
Well, but also because, I couldn't even, chat with you because, the conversation is oh, he just got to this place. And I'm like, I don't care. And, you got here. I don't care about that either.
I thought you'd come, Firion. No matter, whatever.
And then they fight the Dark Knight.
Yeah, the Dark... Brother, why must we fight, says Maria, who I think was... What's her name? What do we call her? Jojo. Everyone on the Haru. What?
On the Haru.
Lions is in the party. The legend says the only way to enter the Hellish Palace is through a portal called Jade. Something about the sages. The Emperor sold his soul to the devil. The Sea of Jade lies around the strait east of Mysidia. The Emperor sold his soul to the devil. Alright, so Jade is near Mysidia. Pandemonium materializes as the Emperor rose from the dead. Somewhere near Kashun, a portal to the other side is said to appear in a time such as this.
So you gotta go to hell. That's kind of neat.
Boy, it really sounds like the end of Final Fantasy II is pretty nuts.
Yeah, it also sounds like it's a lot of fun to sit there and listen to somebody say all of this to you.
I'm just skipping to the end. I don't care about any of this dungeon.
We only have 15 minutes, really.
Yeah.
To get in. Oh, I'm sad it's over. Not the game.
Not this. I was beaten twice, how can it be, says the Emperor. He was a big dragon thing.
Okay.
You did it, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Ryan, we did it.
Well,
Everything is finished. So it seems.
the finishing of everything.
Let's live together again. The world needs us. Let us move on. I'm ready to move on.
I am too.
And so the era of war came to an end. In time, the long and hard days would be forgotten, but people would always remember the children who saved the world. To the souls of the four, their friendship will never be forgotten. Programmed by Nacier.
There we go. That's the end of that.
Oh.
That.
Jesus Christ. Are you all fucking happy? We played Final Fantasy II. I wish we could take a picture of ourselves with this phone. Well, we still got 15 minutes, or really 5 to 10 minutes before we gotta go back. We're basically out of time. We can maybe catch a fish in that time.
Oh, that was a good cast. That was a good cast. You know, we might not catch any fish, but a good cast is its own reward. That's my new philosophy.
I like it.
A good cast is its own reward, even if you don't succeed.
We're just out here casting.
We are out here casting.
I'm ready to start a new cast and be done with our old cast.
Yeah, exactly.
Next season, let's just catch a fish. A single fish.
I mean,
I don't need to play.
feeling very reflective out here.
I mean, my pitch is on Monday, instead of doing more show, we come back here and just do this. Yeah, it sounds like a joke, but I want to quit the joke. And that's the finale of No One Can Know About This?
That's the conclusion we came to. I mean, I think what we've decided is that we still want to keep doing a show,
Right.
but maybe just not about Final Fantasy.
So
'cause
we know it's going to be a big change.
It can't happen this way. It has to change. We have to change it. Fishing leads you to the darkest reality. Now's our chance.
and we have a lot to learn. But I think that's honestly where we're gonna get our audience from, is hearing us learn about fishing.
I mean,
'cause
we have to
it's
move
such
on.
A rich
We have
sport.
to do something new.
Yeah.
You wonder why all the people working at that tackle shop look so fucked up, like they hate their lives? You're gonna find out, motherfuckers!
And I hope all of you come with us on this new journey into the depths of fishing.
We gotta go back. We gotta change the coin flip. We gotta go back to the end of season 4. All I want is to play more Final Fantasy, and I haven't in so long. They can't have played 2. I can't get the smell of fish out of my hair. They must play 8. 8 was the true answer. We've gotta go back. We've gotta influence the coin flip. We gotta turn the show back in time to the end of season 4 and make the coin flip go the other way. Activate the quantum wave format to change the program. I'm hitting the button. In the coin flip, we're hacking the coin flip. Hacking the coin flip. We're going back. I think we did it. I think they're there.
We're playing Final Fantasy VIII.
It worked. It's the end of season 4, but the coin flip is different.
I think no matter what you were about to say, I was going to have the same reaction.
I am really excited about this.
Well, at least it won't be awful to play it.
I played like the opening of 8 when I was a kid and have like a couple of images in my mind, and that's just about it.
I want to say I played up to or through disc 3, but I remember like nothing about it other than the card game.
Oh yeah, I've heard legends about this card game. This card game sounds absolutely insane. It's like Gwent, but like another level.
We're probably gonna end up with like, you know how we had like the back half of this season was Emerald Weapon and Gelnica? There's gonna be like fucking 40 hours of playing cards.
Oh man, I was really hoping to do a shorter season, but I guess season 5, Final Fantasy VIII, is gonna be super long. So that's it, it's locked in. Final Fantasy VIII will be season 5. Man, any final thoughts, looking back at this year?
I'm sure I'll have more in the next time we go over it, but right now, not really.
Yeah, we have a couple more times that we're going to listen over this episode.
I'll be really glad that now if I like go to a party or something and they're like, so what are you up to? I won't just like ramble about Final Fantasy VII.
You'll ramble about Final Fantasy VIII.
I guess, but it'll be different. For the past year, literally the same people have been slowly tracking, like, so we're deep into editing Final Fantasy VII. And
I know.
like eyes roll back in their heads.
Well, we have been.
I know.
For so long. Oh, shit, you know what? We still have another check-in with Daniel K.
Oh, let's go in for one last transmission.
Yeah, let's tune the radio and see one last time what Daniel K from the Parallel Universe. What do we got? Let's do it.
All right, hello Jeff and Ryan. How's it going? I've been pretty good. It's been a week since my wedding, and it's good to spend this little bit of time away from my political career.
I don't need to hear all this again. Quick, just fast forward to the trailer to make sure that they did it. Okay, here we go. Jiggering, time, scales. We're shifting.
Here we go, Season 5. Final Fantasy VIII, copyright 1999.
This is it. It's the trailer for FF8. We did it. We did it.
An epic story based on the theme of love, set in a massive new world. Let's junction to GF. By selecting GF, a GF list appears. By press X square to see
I'm with you, Haley.
GF.
Zell has a fucking face tattoo, like Mike Tyson.
Probably where Mike Tyson got the idea.
This Final Fantasy VIII is pretty sweet.
I'm now going to carbonate the grapefruit juice. Ah!
Oh no.
Oh shit. Oh god. What's happening? It won't let go of it.
I don't
It
know.
won't let go of
Oh
it.
shit. 10 AP.
Fuck yeah. Quetzalcoatl leveled up, Shiva leveled up, Ifrit leveled up, Siren leveled up.
Cool, let's go to school.
Go to school, man.
We're gonna remember to save this time because we're gonna give such a shit about this card game that we're gonna save it. Seed shall not act beyond the exact wording of a contract. We are a non-profit organization. What? What now?
What?
What are you
In
talking
association
about?
with what government agency?
They're like a charity mercenary group?
What?
I'm a member of Seed now, just like you. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up working together.
We're equals in the eyes of HR.
So what's going on? Is the planet alive, or is there...
Yeah, like, is there a threat to the people in charge of things, or how do you make Frito pie again?
You put chili on Fritos?
So you don't bake it.
No. It's not
There's
a
no
pie.
pie
No. Oh, Jeff. I don't care about these people.
It's the theme of love. Man.
Right, I forgot. Okay. Alright. Kitty cat. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this music.
Play cards with me. Ah, my butt hurts from all the sitting. Young lady. Young lady. So what did you have in store for me? I had resisted.
Oh, who gives a shit? Selfie's asking, do you still like him? He's fucking dead, Selfie. He's dead. Have you not been listening to this? If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about it. It was last summer.
Oh God.
I was 16. You're
What?
only 17?
Oh.
This is still melting my brain that everyone is 17. I can't understand this. What I really want is to do our first tour of the world and get an airship or something and then fuck around collecting cards and finding secrets and not paying attention to this melodrama at all.
Look
Oh,
at
Sacred and
Sacred
Minotaur.
and Minotaur are
good. Ooh.
killer cards, bro. Oh, now we're living large. Now we're playing triple triad.
Finally.
Selfie, do you have some kind of plan? Christ, I don't care.
But that's about it. All to think about is what's inside.
Okay, then figure it out as you
that
go.
would be okay? This is fucking horseshit. That's unbelievable. What the fuck was that?
That sucked.
Like, I want to travel the world in search of cards.
And the wind blows in her hair.
Man, if I had a flying school, I would get all the chicks too. We were like, fuck this game. And now I'm like, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to give her a tour of the school.
We sold out already, sorry. That's what happens.
We've never gotten a
Life
hot
sucks. We don't get hot dogs.
That pathetic married couples? What?
What?
What? What? Who's the bad guy? I'm getting really upset. I'm like
It's not making sense so far.
this is really nuts.
Do you have something you want to tell me?
Yeah, go fuck yourself, sir. No, he doesn't. You don't have anything he wants to
You
say.
got nothing to say, Squall? I'm gonna go to my room and I'm
We
gonna
saw
be
them
alone.
hug in the opening of the game.
Look, yeah, we've seen the cover.
They're gonna hug.
They're gonna hug.
They're gonna hug. It's gonna happen. They're gonna hug. The grand finale of this build-up will be that they hug.
Precise origins of chicken fried steak are unclear, but many sources attribute its development to German and Austrian immigrants to Texas in the 19th century.
No, this is maybe the least healthy thing we've ever cooked, and that's really saying something. Oh yeah, come look at this. Any questions on where we should go? Who has the best cards, motherfuckers? Spunky little Siffy, bossy little Quisty. What the fuck?
Huh?
I mean, can we get items in the memory palace?
That's what I want to find out.
Doesn't
We play
seem
cards
like
with
it.
people in the memory palace. And the cards are real. Of course, it's
Okay,
Cypher.
little cipher.
Little
Jesus
Cypher
Christ,
here
this is
too.
stupid. Keep going.
Make this stop. Go on. But we're gonna hug Renault.
We're gonna hug Renoa.
Okay.
We saw it at the beginning.
Can we get rid of our bad cards now that we live in a world of random?
Oh shit, dude.
Can we throw away cards from our
This
deck?
is hardcore.
Well, the sorceress must have blanked our memories or something.
No! No! I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on.
I'm sure it's safe for everyone.
George Bush with a fucking Rick burp. But the past is the past. It's over. Done with.
Oh my
And we're all
God.
trying to forget it by putting GFs into our brains.
Oh my god. Choco Boy, you're in Chocobo's forest.
Oh shit.
Expert?
The expert forest?
The Galbadians must have thought I was the sorceress who received Sorceress Adel's powers.
Oh, fuck me.
Dude.
However, that is not the case. I received the powers of the previous sorceress at the age of 5.
This fucking hurts my head so much.
I need to just, like, surrender. You know, like, I'm trying to make sense of this, and it's a losing battle.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way to understand
It's
this.
more of a feeling, this game. And yet it's like saying everything.
And then all the fans who love this story are gonna be so mad at us and be like, I think if you guys had just
If we
like
had actually
played-
engaged with
if
it.
you had played it a little slower, maybe you would have been me instead of you. You know? Have you ever considered that,
think about
Jeff?
that? You would have had like the life experiences that I've had that made,
That made me connect with the story,
this
yeah.
in this way.
I'm so pissed off at this. Like,
What
I'm so fucking. I'm so sick. I have to set this shit all up again.
What the fuck? Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. Because remember, they didn't have their junctions, so now it's just like
Why didn't they?
I don't fucking know, man.
I'm like racking my brain.
I spent like 35 minutes setting it up.
I know. I watched you do it. It was on my phone most of the time.
Man, like I put so much work into and thought into every single fucking junction, and now they're all fucked up
I
again.
don't understand how that got. I mean, like.
All because they want to tell me this story that sucks shit. Everyone has answers.
God
Everyone
damn it.
has answers, but they won't tell me. You know what? It's making me feel like I'm a fucking teenager again. Fuck school. Fuck this. Fuck you, mom and dad. Fuck everything.
I'm going to my room.
Why am I damn move out of here?
I'm gonna play video
I'm gonna
games. I'm gonna play.
be
I want
famous.
Squall to fucking go into his room and the garden and play Final Fantasy games all day.
Guys, it's time to It's time to bone down.
Time to hug.
It's time to hug.
It's time to hug.
It's time to hug down. Come on, you're standing across the room from each other. Huh?
Squall!
I can't deal with this guy!
You're killing me,
I
Squall!
just can't! Hold on. When you find the monkey, you'll be given two options. You can either throw a rock at the monkey or sing to it. Choose to throw a rock. We could go beat this game right now, but instead, there's important errands that need to be run.
There was a fake rock that a monkey threw at us?
That has letters on it. Yeah!
Did I just kill
I
him?
think you got it.
I beat him?
I think you did, yeah.
Oh my
man.
god, I beat him?
You did it.
Oh my god, I beat him!
Yeah,
What an
yeah.
awesome death animation! Look at him
Look at him
de-rezzing from the world.
in a rainbow of radiation.
Yay! It's just dripping with Final Fantasy as Final Fantasy.
It really is.
Like,
It might be the most Final Fantasy game of them all.
that's like, I'm hesitant to say that, yet
I'm constantly going,
like,
wow, look at this. God damn it!
right? Like, it seems like the truest Final Fantasy.